Morning. It's coming up to 5 o'clock on Saturday the 16th of May, and I'm down once again to try and capture the dawn chorus. Sunrise is in about 20 minutes at 5:15, and whenever I was teaching up in Newtonbreda High School, none of these trees were here. This was just open playing fields. All these trees have grown up. And I'm down once again to try and capture the dawn chorus. Sunrise is in about 20 minutes at 5:15. That's a grit tit singing. So I'm trying to capture some of the sunrise songs of the birds and do a wee gander around. That's a Jenny Wren, and do a wee gander around the forest to see what I can see and see what I can hear, especially. So this is where we are. And this is a working forest, as you see there. Timber lorries use this entrance. I see the only forest in Western Europe to be located within the greater city limits. The Rspb Centre is in to the left. And there doesn't seem to be another centre about the place. Wonderful forest, wonderful amenity. Somebody's left the light on upstairs in the Rspb Centre. Used to be red squirrels here. I used to watch them just over under those trees, the big tall trees in the background there. And then they moved the location site of the feeders, and grey squirrels come in, and the red squirrels all disappeared. Haven't seen a red squirrel here in decades. The Lagan River is just over the hill there. Time is just after 5. It's quite bright actually. I didn't expect it to be so bright. Longest day is still a month off. Approximately. Those wood pigeons are really making a racket there. I'm going to head over down into the wee valley area, and I'm going to head over to the old graveyard and the golf course. And if you're a bird watcher like I am, you should be able to identify quite a number of the songbirds that are singing there. I hear wrens, I hear blackbirds, I hear great tits, I hear wood pigeons. Not so good in the wee warblers. Woodpeckers, greater spotted woodpeckers have come into Northern Ireland in the last 5 years, and they're in Belvoir Forest. I have never heard them, I have never seen them, but I know people who have, and I'm quite envious. Good thing about Belvoir Forest is that it's quite mixed. There's quite a number of mature deciduous trees in this part of the forest. Now it's a haven for foxes and badgers. A lot of big old mature conifers there. This whole forest was run by the Ansleys as far as I remember. I'm just singing of that boy. Yeah, the Ansleys who were connected to Newcastle as well. Gossip blackbird. Coming up to the turnaround at the top where the old graveyard is. It's all barricaded off now, health and safety. And that fencing there tells you that that's over the Belvoir Golf Club. The old graveyard's just up in here to the right. Look at that for a pathway. Pine marten, that's what I was trying to think of. Oh, stupid boy. Sometimes whenever I think of a word or a name, I just can't get it. So this is the entrance to the old graveyard. And there's no crypt in here. But you're not allowed in anymore. It's heavily barricaded off. And you wouldn't want to go in there. Yeah, the pine marten has come over from Fermanagh and is in most of our forests, but you never see it. And then the place is coming down with jays as well. You see them quite a bit. I don't expect to see any this morning. There's another tree down. blackbirds as far as I know. 30 years ago, these trees here on the left had all been saplings, if even they'd been here. Yeah, there's the golf course, Belvoir Golf Course, over to the right. Pretty good golf course, so I'm told, but I know nothing about golf. I'm coming up to the corner here. If you go, I'm almost breathless because of my sore leg, dragging it along. If you go up to the left, up to the right there, and continue that path, you will head out towards Galwally, which opens out towards the shops, the big shopping centre, Forest side. If you go along there, and there's Galwally Lake actually in on the right, but where that fencing is, that leads you down, and there's fencing right along here to the sewage treatment works at the side of the lagoon. I'm heading down left. You see, in the winter time this pathway can become a real muddy track. That's the path I've come along. We're overlooking the lagoon now, although you can't see it. And this is the path I'm heading along. And it's a great place for dog walkers, joggers, orienteers, mountain bikers, quarrying couples. It's just a fabulous forest park. Nature lovers, bird watchers. And then, as I say, it's a working forest as well. It's quite an extensive forest, as forests go. Certainly for any forest so close into a city, it is extensive. And this path heads down to a big loop down to the River Lagan. A lot of songfishes flying about there, and I heard mistlefishes as well. Ubiquitous magpies all over the place, hooty crows. Ducks flying in. Right on cue. Bit of a marital dispute, perhaps. Boy, they're making quite a racket. There might be a fox knocking about. Can't see because of all the foliage. I'll see if I can get out to the path here, or out to the side of the river. What's going on? There's wee mallard there, wee male ones, and there's a female. I'll not bother. Coming around the big loop perimeter, and this is the lagoon, and there's not much movement of the water, but it's a great spot for all sorts of wildlife. There's otter in here. I've never seen one, but I've seen the otter sprints or splints or whatever they call them, where they go to the toilet. So they are here. You wouldn't want to fall into the lagoon here. It is quite deep. And I have yet to video a kingfisher along the lagoon or anywhere else. I've seen them so many times, but that was before I took up the filming. The river being used quite a bit by canoeists and paddle boarders, would you believe? The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. And miles to go before I sleep. One of my favourite poems, stopping by woods on a snowy evening. I'm looking at this big piece of tree trunk here, and it's a stopping off point. And how many folks over the years have sat down on this trunk and rested and taken in the view whenever it was there, because it's now a wee blackbird. What's it doing? It's now grown up. How many people have sat there? There's a wee coot. Moorhen. What am I talking about? There's cattle in there as well. That's on the other side of the towpath. And whenever the lagoon was open, you know, was a major conduit for barges. The barges ran from the port right up through to Lisburn, carrying coal and sand and stuff like that, grain. Oh boys, oh, my legs are about to give up. And one of the old barges is to be found up at the lockkeeper's cottage. I think it's called the Industry, the barge, and it plied these waters and pulled along by a horse on a rope, going about 2 to 3 miles an hour. And back then, I've seen some of the photographs, you know, all these trees wouldn't have been here, and it would have been quite mucky and all the rest of it, you know. It's quite sparse as regards trees. And this is a big black pipe. I think it's a sewage pipe. And it's up on concrete pillars. And there it is, through the trees. And a great meeting place for people. And we'll go across the bridge. And this is the mound in front of me. And there's the ice house up here somewhere. The ice house of the big, that was connected to the big Annesley mansion. There's it through the trees. Heard a chiff chaff there again. Now there's the mound, but I'm stupid. And this is the ice house, because there's no refrigeration back in those days. So you used to get ice and they put it down a big hole down in there, and it was surrounded by brick and it was pretty deep. So it remained cool, and then they used to get a bucket of ice and send the manservant or whatever, the servant, "Hey Jeeves, run down and get us some ice for our gin and tonics." And here's the steps onto the Norman Mound. And you see that tree there? We got our wedding photographs taken underneath that tree, and it's been here for generations. And a big oak. And that wasn't yesterday. many years was it? I can't remember. It's probably about 35 or 36. And there's the pathway up to the mound. And do you know what? I'm going to climb this. And I'm going to wreck myself doing it. Oh! Oh my goodness. Maybe it'll get easier as I go. Oh! But if you want views of the forest, this is the Belvoir Forest. Answer to Stairway. Answer to the Stairway to Heaven. There's the nice oak leaves. And if you get the chance, climb the Stairway to Heaven down near the Marble Arch Caves in Fermanagh. It's absolutely cracker. And I'm glad I did it a few years back because I couldn't do it now. It's a phenomenal tourist attraction. And then go and check out the Marble Arch Caves, the best underground cave system in the whole of the UK, in my opinion. Which doesn't count for much. And unfortunately, you can't see an awful lot because of the trees. And I'm climbing up towards the car park again, past the big oak tree where all those wedding photographs. Very popular place to get your photograph taken with your beloved, as we did. And I haven't passed a soul so far. And it's just past 6 o'clock, Saturday the 16th of May, and the temperature says it's about 7. Well, the sun's coming up. Some nice beech trees there.